Hi everybody, this is Dr. Richard John Cherney, Jamie Love, and welcome to another episode of Journey into Awareness with Dr. Richard Cherney and Jamie Love, and also Piglet. And we have a wonderful guest today, don't we, Jamie?
Oh yes, absolutely. Michelle from
Ambucks.
Thank you.
Welcome, Michelle.
I can see it around
Nice
the
to
curve.
have you here on Journey into Awareness. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization and what you guys do?
So Ambucks is actually a 501c3 nonprofit organization that actually has over 140 chapters across the nation. And Ambucks Long Island is the first chapter on Long Island. So we create mobility and independence for people with disabilities through donations of adapted bikes.
So you get adapted bikes from manufacturers?
From Ambucks. So that is
Oh,
what's
I see.
great about our products is that Ambucks manufactures their own bikes, and we really can adapt it in any way that the individual needs.
That's wonderful. I have a hand truck myself because I can't use my feet. And when I'm on that bike, it's like riding and flying.
Mm-hmm.
So I could totally relate the freedom that you get when you use something like that, and how it opens up a world that can't use a normal bike
Mm-hmm.
because of their limitations. I used a tricycle till I was 13 years old, so when I got my hand trike about 4 years ago, it opened up a whole new world for me. And it's a very competitive sport too,
Mm-hmm.
with the racing and other things. So I think what you're doing is wonderful
Yeah.
because it helps with confidence.
Mm-hmm. We actually have a rider who was, before he was diagnosed with MS, he was a racer, a bike racer.
Really?
And so he came to us and he wants to get back into it. And so we are going to donate a bike to him so that way he can get back into racing.
That's wonderful. And what's the criteria for a donation of a bike?
So we actually have a wish list, and as a chapter we kind of decided that we wanted to donate as the bike in full if we can at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we can't, we say how much we can donate, and we work on fundraising, and we work with that individual to set up events, and we work with our sponsors out in the community until we can donate the bike in full.
Is there a specific age range for
So,
the
Right
prices?
now we have riders ranging from age 3 to 41.
Wow.
We just evaluated a 3-year-old girl, and we actually just got her bike in. So.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't you just saying something about you're the first chapter in Long Island?
Yeah.
And you created the first chapter, so you would be the trailblazer for Ambucks
Yeah. So I actually
in Long Island.
was looking for a bike of my own. I had a brain injury a few years ago, and
Mhm.
I wanted to get back out there to exercise, and I always loved bike riding. And so when I found Ambucks, the closest chapter was in New Jersey. And so I traveled out there. I had to get a trailer and bring my bike back. And there's an occupational therapist who was working with that chapter, and she suggested starting the first chapter on Long Island. And so that's when I said, we really need to get this out there to provide.
You're
So
such an inspiration, Michelle.
Yes, it's a
That's
wonderful
wonderful.
story of empowerment and inspiration. What's your story of empowerment and inspiration? Think about that, and we'll be back here on the Daily Blue. Don't go away.
How do I make my company more relevant in a socially connected world? We want to tell your story. We want to be your megaphone to the masses. We are brand storytellers, and we want to convey your message to the public. People are getting their news from video on the web. Video makes up 73% of consumer internet traffic. Luckily for marketers, consumers are eager to connect with your message via branded video. What they're doing is spending time on social media sites. They're watching Netflix and YouTube. They're watching video. It just makes sense to use social media to promote your company's brand, to tell your story, and to get people excited about your company. The way that you can employ video in your marketing mix to share your story is to make it shareable on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Use social media sites to enhance your visibility online and help drive your search engine effectiveness. But more importantly, to tell your story and keep your company in front of your ever-expanding customer base. We will connect your company with social media, and we will connect you to your customers. We're ready to help you now. Contact us at The Daily Blue, 631-761-9223, or email us at info@bluechipmarketing.net.
And we're back with Michelle. And we're having a wonderful conversation about empowerment through physical fitness and biking.
Michelle, you were telling us about how you began this journey into your own personal awareness with your brain injury. Is that correct? Can you tell us more about that and how you came to this awesome event of helping other people?
Yes, definitely. So I actually was born with a malformation in my brain, which bled when I was young, when I was 6 years old. And so I've had numerous amount of brain surgeries and have recovered. And then when I was 19, resulted in another brain surgery, which had left me with some left hemiparesis, weakness on my left side. And it got me, it made me go into a profession of occupational therapy, to give back to the community and to also, inspire and give hope into the possibilities. Just because they say you have a disability doesn't mean that you don't have any abilities.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Oh, Jamie, I think Michelle is really an example of how people say lemons in their lives, and she made her lemons into lemonade.
Yes, absolutely. That's wonderful.
Very inspiring. And I can relate to your story too, because I have a similar one, and it's in my book, The Little Engine That Did It, on Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble. And I think you should write a book, and Blue Chip Publishing can help you do that. Right here. We're a one-stop shop. So we should talk about that.
Okay, definitely.
I'm also a Shriner, and we support the Shriners Children's Hospitals, Kismet Temple, in Philadelphia and Boston. Philadelphia is where we deal with the physical disabilities, like spina bifida, cerebral palsy, amputees. And I see how children that we treat could also benefit from an accessible bike,
Okay, absolutely.
because that will give them confidence, again,
Yeah.
about what they can do. And environmental mastery is important for all of us, because when we learn to master our environment, watch what happens. So, any events coming up for you?
So we do. We actually have on June 5th, we're having a member barbecue out in Blydenburg Park in Smithtown, and that's to kind of celebrate our newest members and also advocate to other community members to get involved with AMBUCS, because that's really what we want to expand on, is the community aspect.
Absolutely. So come out to Blydenburg Park.
Yeah.
When's the date?
So it's June 5th.
June
It's a Sunday. We're going to have a barbecue. We might have some pets there, so Piglet, you're invited. And and then we're planning for our big event, which is July 23rd. It's a Saturday, and that is going to be in Colmac, and we are doing free bike evaluations for our riders.
Excellent.
Excellent. Perhaps we can
everybody
get
safe.
some Kismet Shriners out there
Absolutely.
to help out too.
And if anybody is interested, you can go to our website. You can go to, it's www.ambuxli.wix.com/amtrike, or contact us at ambuxli@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Any events where the people from AMBUCS ride, like any types of races or anything like
We
that?
are-
So you can see what you do with the bikes.
Absolutely. So we are planning. We actually have, we're trying to develop a bike camp and bike lessons, as well as bike rides and races for our riders. So since we were just chartered in August, we really only have one rider so far, but we have up to 20 right now who we're planning on getting bikes this summer.
Great. I think I could use some bike lessons myself, so I'll contact you.
Yes, you're more than welcome to.
And you're gonna make a bike for Piglet, I assume.
Yes,
She
Piglet.
needs her own bike. Can you imagine?
Come and join the team, Piglet.
Okay,
Wow.
well, it was really a great interview, and thank you so much for coming and sharing with
This
us,
was a
Michelle.
wonderful show, wasn't
Yes,
it, Jamie?
yes.
She's got such a light spirit, doesn't she?
I
She's like a
know,
little
what an
fairy.
inspiration.
Thank
know,
you for
I
having
just
me.
feel I'm smiling all over. Thank you, Michelle, so much.
Thank you.
Support Ambucks, everybody. Come out to Blydenburg Park
June 5th.
June 5th and the other events. And you can find out on our fan page on Facebook. We'll post it. And
Absolutely.
thank you for coming, Michelle.
Thank
you,
And we'll see you next time on the Daily Blue, everybody. Remember, love changes the world. So love yourself, give yourself a hug, and love everybody else that's in your life.
And hop on the love train.
Hop on the love train, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Mwah.